What is going on, guys and gals? Welcome to this awesome Friday. Well, I'm hoping it's going to be awesome. It is Friday. So anyhow, hope everybody is doing well. I know there's just a few of you guys here right now. So if you want to get your work in, as usual, guys, I will be doing taking your work live here. So if you have work you want me to critique or check out or just look at, you know the drill, send it to what is scrolling at the bottom of the screen here, artmesomething@gmail.com. Also, if you guys want to get in on the weekly stream, so this is the weekly stream, that means if you want to be on here with myself and checking out your work and other people's work, send me an email to what is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. And in the title, I want to be on camera. I want to be on camera. That lets me know you want to be on camera with me here, checking out your work. And if you want to stick around and check out some other people's work. So again, get your work in. Make sure you have notifications on. You guys probably do. If you're here, you're the first group of people here, you probably already have notifications on. So with all that out of the way, I'm going to start with anybody who sent work into me today, whether it be at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., whatever. Today. I know you never really know when that's going to be, so it's not really fair, but it is what it is. So get your work in, get it in now, guys. Thank you for being here. All 43 of you who are watching, hit the like button, guys. Show some love on this. Let's keep this series going. I really enjoy this series because I get to truly interact with you guys. We get to look at your work. We get to have you here on the show or whatever the heck you want to call it. So anyhow, with all that being said, let's jump into this. I got one from 1:21 a.m. from Juan. So let's go. Let me actually real quick. Let me check the comments over here. Andy B, what's going on, brother? We'll see you on Sunday. Definitely my favorite time to stream, Sunday. Last Sunday we went live with Andy. It was a great time. So again, turn your notifications on if they're not already. Give the video a like, and let's get to it. Bye bye bye. There we go. I'm not sure what happened right there. Hopefully everything is working. So anyhow, morning, all off to work. Okay, I am going to share my screen here as usual. And bam, let's go ahead and start with the one that is from today. Where did it go? 1:21 a.m. Hey, Juan here. I'm 21 years old. I've been tattooing 2 months so far, and I am loving it so far. Here are some of the works. The feather is one I did on my leg. The tattoo on the leg is on a friend. Practice, All right, so pretty much we've been tattooing for 2 months. That's not a lot of time. It's not a lot of time to be tattooing, to already be putting tattoos on skin, but let's see what happened. All right, so here's our fake skin work. On fake skin, it's not bad. These lines they look all right, but here's the problem. First, this fake skin is that super thin stuff. It's good if that's all you have, but if you can step it up a notch and get something better, absolutely do that. The other thing as well is that I hope you did a lot more than this, because you want to do a lot of fake skins, real comfortable. You want to get comfortable before you start wasting that vital skin. All right, what do we have here? A tiny leaf, maybe? Okay. These lines are super shaky. Needle is probably too small for what you're comfortable with, and it shows because, it's a little bit rough. Hey, I only know this guy because I had to tattoo him one time, and he's a super cool character. I love the bold outline around this. But then obviously when you zoom in, you can see that it's just empty everywhere. There's not right up to the lines. If you want to know how to get up to the lines, I have a video that talks specifically about just this. Pretty much take a round shader or something, get right up to that line, and then pack it all in. So, I guess this is shading. It looks dirty. I thought it was dirty. Apparently that is shading. So definitely stay on fake skin. Continue to work on fake skin. Don't move off of fake skin for now, Just have fun. Enjoy the process until your stuff is looking so fantastic that you just jump to real skin. Okay. What up, Smoke in the building? Good to have you. I don't know how to pronounce that. D-E-I? D? Probably D. Day? All right. Thanks for all the support since 2020. Appreciate you. All right, moving on. Okay, so you took that piece on fake skin and you put it on real skin. It's rough, man. It is rough. We got blowouts, shaky lines. I mean, I've seen worse, but that doesn't mean something's good. Just because we've seen something worse doesn't mean something's good, you know? So with that being said, I would probably slow up on skin a little bit here. In these lines, man, a bigger liner, using too small of a liner, in my opinion. Plus, the smaller those liners are, that it's like taking a balloon, filling it way up with air, and taking a tiny little pin. It's gonna pop real easily. It's super simple to pierce that. You take like a freaking pencil or something, it's gonna be a lot harder. So use a bigger needle, and you're gonna have a little bit more resistance, and you're less likely to go too deep and blow lines out. Good morning, Kelsey, Christopher. Good to have you guys. Thanks. If you're enjoying the video or you just support the channel, give the video a like, guys. Appreciate it. All 49 of you that are currently here within the first 7 minutes, keep rocking, my friends. Not done, but this was some good ass practice. This probably was some good ass practice. These are all organic lines. They kind of, mix matchy, all right? But again, if this is the best work you're putting out on fake skin, don't go to real skin. I'm just going to say, you want to have clean, nice looking stuff, really nice stuff on fake skin before you go to real skin. That's just my opinion. It's my suggestion. Don't listen to it. That's fine. It's fine. But no, it's okay. It's good practice, but it doesn't tell me, hey, you're ready to go to real skin. I'm just going to go ahead and say the same thing about that one. Awesome to see that you're practicing on fake skin. Awesome to see you're doing a little here, a little there, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All right. Juan, it's been 2 months, man. You're 21 years old. Keep at it. Don't quit. Just understand that it's harder than it looks. It's going to take more time. Okay. Anybody want to be on camera? What the heck is this? Cancel. Bam. Let's see. Again, if you guys want to be on the show, if you guys want to be on here, me to critique your work with you live, or if you just want to hang out and check out other people's work here live, send me an email to the email floating around the bottom of the screen down there and put in the title, want to be on camera. Okay, that lets me know you want to be on camera, right? So anyhow, let's jump back into it here. Let's go to the next person. We got Claudia. Claude? Whatever. Okay, here, I'm going to take a couple more from later today. Then I'm going to jump to whatever is current since we've been live, because I want to support you guys who support me. If you have notifications turned on and you're in the chat, you're here right now, it's only right that I stop and take a look at your work since you guys showed up. I think that's what we're going to start doing. Show some appreciation to you guys to take some time out of your day to be here. Excuse me. Hey, this is, I'm going to call you Claudio, I don't know, from Orange County, California. Good area, nice area. I've been tattooing for 3 months now. I started tattooing fake skin, and I finally pull the, I cannot read. Pull the trigger on material tattoo skin. Okay, here we go. Hey, from back there, it looked pretty good. From up here, it's not bad either. I can't tell. This clearly looks like it's, I don't know. We got some weird shine here, so it's hard to say if that's just like beat up skin from being lined or what. But I'm just going to go ahead and go to the next one because this one don't look bad from here. Yeah, I think it's a cool design. Something's going on with these lines, but I can't tell what. Maybe it's going a little too harsh. It could just be from this gloss on here. But from here, I'm going to say it looks pretty cool. Ba-da-dang. All right. So here we got a little ballsy here. Throwing some long straight lines out in the middle of nowhere. There's no way to hide anything here. Especially when you're learning, that's not the greatest thing to do. There's nothing organic here, so these lines have to be straight. They are straight, but you can very quickly see the pickups, the put downs, the shakes, and whatnot. The inside of it is not bad. I mean, it's a simple design, so that's good. So again, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. This is cool. See, the work's looking cool on fake skin, and it translates a bit harder over onto real skin. This definitely could use a little extra help. There's no solid black here, and I know packing color in fake skin can be a son of a gun, but we need solid black, whether it be underneath the hat or wherever, because right now I'm thinking I can see through this dark shade. Why can't I see his eyes? If it's not going to be full black here, I should be able to see his little beady eyes under there. All right. Hey, this is cool. I like that this has a bit more black to it. I love that you're practicing on fake skin as well. We still got some lining stuff, but you're practicing. That is awesome. Interesting design. Lines are pretty straight. I mean, we do have a lot of pickups and put downs. That's going to happen. But hey, you know what? Doing all right. I wish you told me. I will have to go check, see how long you've been tattooing for. 3 months now. Hey, not bad for 3 months. That means keep at it. Definitely doing good stuff. All right. Bam. Okay, I still don't have anybody who wants to be on live here with me, so I'll repeat it again. If you want to jump on here with me, send me an email. Let me know you want to be on camera. I'll send you a link. You can do it from your phone. You can do it from anywhere. And yeah, you'll just jump in here with me. So I'm going to jump to today. Anything that has been put out in the last 12 minutes. So it is currently almost 9. So we're going to be down here at the 8:50 mark, 8:45. Oh my gosh. Actually, there's a lot of them already. Dang. And they're pouring in still. Oh, man. Okay. Here we go. Patrick Lucas, about to tattoo this on my brother for his birthday. My practice run. So this is your practice run before tattooing this on your brother. Okay, I saw this up here. I thought this was funny. ZZ Top will be proud. I hear this a lot. I really do. And yeah, I guess so. All right, good morning. Thanks for your videos. My girlfriend is finally taking the next step to a new media. All right, right on. Joshua, good morning, man. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. All right, Tony, thanks for being here. All right, let's jump into this. Let's take a look at this piece right quick. All right. Yo, this is cool. I like this. I do like this. The shading is all right in here. We're doing just enough to where we get the feel. You know, shading all those light tones and stuff can be tricky, but I think you were smart to do just enough. Solid black, and the black is solid. Open spots, little bit of shading here and there. Lines are pretty decent. Right on. Good for you for practicing this before you put it on your brother. And I really hope you do a fantastic job because this looks pretty stinking cool. Again, not sure how long you've been tattooing. I'm assuming not the longest. With that being said, cool piece, man. All right. We're going to go to Allison. Allison. Hi, I'm Allison. Right on. Really appreciate the work you put into your videos, and I think you are amazing. Give me any and all advice that you can. Guys, if you're sending your work in, I'm not going to be checking out 15 pieces from one email. I want to get to more people. So send me 2 or 3 tops. All right, 2 or 3 images. If you've already sent them in, I get it. But if you're sending anything in the future, why not 2 or 3? It makes it a little bit easier. All right, so let's jump in here. Hey, this looks cool. Lining looks legit. Shading's all right. I like it. Simple, clean. Looks good. You got someone for Cam, Dave. Awesome. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate you being out there checking stuff out for me, man. I will, as soon as I'm done with this, we'll jump over there and I'll check out that email. All right. Okay, here we go. We got a little moth. Not bad. I see some stuff, but we'll move on and see what else we got here. Colors looking nice, well saturated. I love these bold lines. I like that one. Even though I think that's supposed to be a peach. I don't really get that from that, but that's just me. All in all, it looks cool. This is cool too. I like the blue lining. Again, we have some thick lines. It's a little confusing to look at from a design spec, but I usually don't really worry too much about the designs here. I just want to see if it's done pretty decently, and it looks all right. I like it. This is cool. I love the solid black. I like that the skull has a beard. Right on. Nice work. I'm seeing some nice stuff here. I'm seeing some nice stuff, man. Nothing that I can say, hey, do this or do that. I think it looks freaking pretty cool. These birds are probably legit. This poor bird, I mean, he's got a big beak. He looks like he needs to eat a little bit more. But that, I don't think it has anything to do with what you did here. I think that you probably did it exactly the way you saw it. There are some little stuff here and there, but overall, I'm not going to. I think the work was better in the beginning of the stuff we were looking at, and it's kind of like going backwards. So maybe this was some older stuff when you were still trying to figure things out. Not to say that they look horrible or anything, but you can definitely see a difference. So nonetheless, Allison, thank you for the support, and you're doing some good stuff. Keep at it, because at this trajectory, you're going to be doing fantastic. All right. So somebody said live critique, want to be on camera. There it go. There it is. All right. So Kelsey, I am going to drop this down real quick. I'm going to send Kelsey a link to come hang out on the stream. If I can figure it out. There it is. Okay. Kelsey, I'm going to send you an email. It's literally just going to have this link in it. Open the link, follow the instructions, and you'll be good to go. Bam. All right. It has been sent. I'm going to jump back over here, and we're going to continue to get through some emails today. All right. Bam. Show on screen. Checking out the chat here real quick, guys. Hi, sir. I sent mine. You got someone for Cam? Yep, thank you. Blah, blah, blah. What was the best thing to draw for the art book to become a tattoo apprentice? Draw what you like. Draw. If you're looking to put a portfolio together, there's no like you have to draw these designs because that's what tattoos look like and stuff. I don't think so, because clearly if you look out there, you can tattoo dang near anything you can draw. Well, with enough practice and skill, you can. So from a tattoo artist perspective, they want to make sure that you are an artist first, you know? They want to make sure that you can draw, you can paint, whatever it is that you do. Want to make sure that if you spend the time training you, do you already have the ability? Oh, awesome, Kelsey. I'll get right with you. So they want to make sure that if I bring you on, right, don't waste my time. Do you have the abilities? I'm not going to go if football, right? You're not going to spend hours and days training somebody if they don't have any athletic ability in their body, right? So anyhow, put together your best artwork and we'll see what happens. But don't overthink it. Show your ability to do different things, you know, stretch out, do some color, do some black and gray, do some pencil, do some paint, whatever, but mainly focus on what you like. All right. So that's my 2 cents. Kelsey, let me put you on here. Bam. Hey, Kelsey, can you hear us? Can we hear you?
I can hear you.
Perfect. All right. Now, Kelsey, are you on a phone?
I'm on my like a desktop.
Perfect. Because you'll have a much easier time seeing the screens and stuff on the phone. Looking at the work is really small. So, all right. Let's jump. I'm gonna go through this person's emails first. I have it pulled up. I know you can't see that yet, and then we'll jump to yours. Cause I know you sent some work in. Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Right on. All right. Here we go. Okay, so 2 months practicing. I want your feedback, sir. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Teddy Bonkers 33. All right. So, hey, right off the bat, Teddy, it's freaking clean, bro. Clean. Lines are clean. Color is saturated. Sick. Let's see. Same here, man. Clean freaking lines. They're not tiny little needles. Not that you can't tattoo with tiny needles. You can absolutely practice with tiny needles. Just after seeing so many emails, so many tattoos, start with a mid-grade needle and then work your way up or down after that. Guys, if you're enjoying the video, give it a like. Give the video a like. Really appreciate it. So yeah, if you haven't liked the video, hook it up. All right, so still looking good, man. Looking good. Right on. Here we go. I like this too. We got some smaller lines back there. Sometimes you can't tell if they're supposed to be kind of shaky or not, but that looks cool. Super sick. Love this. Yes. I'm just buzzing through your work, man, because it's nice for the most part. It's really not a whole lot I can say. It's just nicely done. So this is practicing on fake skin and making the work look good. When the work looks good on fake skin, clean, crisp, your odds go up, if you will. You know, that it's going to do better on actual skin. So here we go. Let's jump to the next one. Yeah, right on, dude. 2 months practicing. Get out of here. We'll see you in 4 months. You'll be doing fantastic. Nice job there, Teddy. All right, so let's see. We're going to jump up here to Kelsey. Boom. Okay. Da-da-da. All right, Kelsey, tell us about your tattoo here.
So that one is actually earlier on. They didn't send an order of when I did them. But this was when I was starting to experiment with more like stippled shading. So,
Yeah.
and I think that this was actually the second setting. I think that this actually isn't the finished photo, so that's on
Okay.
my part, but it was when I was first starting to get into trying some like stippled and building up that way.
Right. Yeah, I would definitely say, yeah, you can tell you're working on some stipple and stuff. I'd say at least you chose something that like, so this butterfly or moth, forgive my ignorance. It's like I use the word organic lines, meaning there's no like a perfect triangle. So this is great stuff
Hmm.
to put on the side. So if you make them a wobble here, I mean, you don't really know.
Yeah.
It's so good choice as far as that goes. Um, the areas where there's solid black here along the edge was just for my understanding of people's work. Is this so you can kind of smooth out a line, or did you need it black in these key areas?
I think that that's where I wanted some solid black.
Nice then. Cool. No, this is cool. Nothing bad. You have long lines here. What size liner were you using?
I think the edges there was a 7 round liner, maybe definitely. I think it was a pretty small one.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay, dokie. I see. I like for some reason this bottom half. You start. I don't know. Maybe you got tired towards the top because this. I love these little gosh, came scales look really smooth and consistent. So nice work. Same here. Same here. I don't know. You get up here like this arm and a few other spots. Looks like it was a little bit more of a struggle. Was it the area? Was it this like because you're getting closer to this section here?
Potentially,
Yeah.
it might have been the area, a mix between me working on a new part of the body and also maybe like she might not have been comfortable. She might have been, a little more fidgety up top,
Yeah.
but I think I can definitely see what you mean on the bottom part there.
Yeah, yeah, like really cool, and not that it's bad or anything. Don't take anything I'm saying
No, yeah, no,
negativity. I like that you got some detail in the face here. We got some simple lineage, but it's so easy to mess that simple stuff up. One little line and her face is botched. So nice job. Oh, this
thanks.
is cool. Oh, see, much cleaner lines. We're improving here.
Yeah, these are more recent.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, this is nice. I like the lining on here. It looks good. It looks good. We got some a little fainter than others, but I think where it's supposed to be bold, it's bold. These hands look really solid too. Yeah, nice job. What size liner were you? Do you remember?
That was a 9.
That was
9.
a
Yeah.
9. Right. It looks good. Nice job.
Thank you.
Let's jump to the next one. Oh, this is cool. I love these like tarot cards. I think that's what this is it?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I see a few of these. These are cool. And I love the way this is broken on the side so it helps you out when you're
Hmm.
pulling these long lines.
Yeah.
Nice job. Yeah, so it looks like you're getting some shading going on in here. How was that process?
Um, Definitely much more comfortable. This is again one of my more recent ones.
Yeah.
And I can just like as I do it, I feel more confident in it and like how I'm putting the ink down. So it definitely is a confidence thing at that level, like knowing that I can do it. Um,
Yeah.
and then going for it.
So it looks like using light tones maybe. What do you remember what like do you use a drop system or do you get pre-mixed gray washes?
I have a pre-mixed gray wash.
Okay. Gotcha. So what tone is this? Is this like a super light, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think that all of the shading was done with like I think like 20. I use the dynamic gray wash set.
Gotcha. So they're 20%.
Yeah, yeah,
Right on. Nice, nice. And you've seen these kind of things heal. Like you're starting to get a feel for what your shades look
yep,
like and whatnot. That's cool.
yep.
That's the fun part. Well, this is interesting. This see, I like part. Okay, let me get my words together here. I really like how you shaded the skull hand right off the bat. It's probably my favorite part of this tattoo is this skull hand. Um, you get the curves, the shadows. I feel like are in a decent spot and whatnot. The lines are relatively consistent. There's a few little boopies here and there. I don't even know what a boopie is, but and then up here, I think we had a little bit of struggle, and up here, I don't know. It just doesn't look quite as clean as the bottom. But I don't
Hmm.
know where were we at here. Is this newer?
This
Because this
one
looks
was
really nice down here. Yeah, I like that.
yeah. I think that I think that for me, that upper part, the placement was just really difficult to do. And because it's
Gotcha.
like very close to like sort of the armpit area, the skin was getting really annoyed really quickly. And I didn't want to
Right.
overwork it as I was getting annoyed. But like, so it was very difficult for me to know, like, okay, we want to get a clean line, but we also don't want to overwork the skin right now. So
Yeah,
that was like a difficult balance to get for that spot right there.
absolutely. No, I totally get that. That skin around, even close to the armpit area, is a whole different ball game. It's like
Yeah.
bubblegum skin. It's super stretchy. It's super bouncy. So when I see people that have full armpits, I just want to meet their tattoo artist, shake their hand because that's especially when you got solid saturation without, you know. But
Yeah.
anyhow, nice job. Right, Teddy. No, buddy. Thank you for sending it in. Nice work, man. All right, this is cool too. Yeah, very cool. Some shading in there. I like this. Yeah, I think how long you been at this? You probably told me in the email. I didn't look.
About a year.
Nice job. Nice, solid stuff for you. This is cool. It's like no out. Well, doesn't look like there's an outline.
Yeah, just this was just stippling.
Yeah, that's cool. Interesting. That'd be cool to see it healed. Kind of see like how it worked out.
Yeah, it
Um.
actually this one was one of the earlier ones I did in it, and I get to see it healed pretty often, and
Oh,
it
that's cool.
stuck pretty well.
Not, well, you know what? Really nice job, Kelsey. As a whole, I think it looks awesome. For 1 year, I think you give it another year and another year. It's just gonna keep. Oh, geez, it's just gonna keep compounding on top of each other. So super cool. Well, Kelsey, do
Awesome.
you want to hang out while we check out some other works? Put your 2 cents in.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. Let's see if there's anybody else who wants to jump in. 1 second. All right. I just got to send a message real quick. Sorry, guys. Thank you for your patience. All right, here we go. Let's go back down here to where we were at. Big Tony, still a fan. Big Tony, here we go. So, Big Tony says, hey man, Big Tony, and I've been tattooing for about a year and a half. I've watched your videos from day one, and I just need to tell you I'm a fan. I love what you do. I did an apprenticeship for a couple weeks and have been a full-time artist since. Oh, I did an apprenticeship for a couple of weeks? Wow. Okay. That's interesting. And I've been a full-time tattoo artist since. And just wanted to show you where I'm at, and I wouldn't be here wasn't for you, blah. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got for a couple weeks. I want to be an apprenticeship. I want to be an apprentice for a couple weeks if this is what we're doing. My God. All right. Oh, disgusting. In a good way. In a good way. This looks really cool. I like this a lot. What the heck? For a couple of weeks, man. Maybe this is some really recent stuff. I like this. I don't. How about you, Kelsey? Are we good on this one? Or did anything you want to?
Yeah, no. I think where like the really dark parts help the light parts stand out really well. So I think that contrast
Absolutely.
is really nice.
Yeah, I like that we put this little bit of like a deeper shade, like a mid shade back
Mm-hmm.
here, pops the
Yep.
face out. Yeah, just well used shades, put it in the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cool to
The
see.
shadows on the face look good too.
Yeah, and this looks nice too. Several different techniques here. Yeah, okay, super cool, super cool. 2 week apprenticeship. All right. Yeah, lines are crisp. Oh, excuse me. Lines are crisp, solid. Looks like I don't know what if they used a liner, but it looks like maybe like a 9 round shader or something. Um, solid. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time on this because it looks fantastic in my opinion. What do I got to say? Nice. Yep, we got some thin lines, shading. All right. Well, this will be an easy one here. That's cool too. Jeez, we got a whole bunch of cool tattoos here. What the heck, man? Heck yeah. Super cool. All right. Well, okay, Big Tony. You and your 2-week apprenticeship been killing it. Good Lord. Nice work, Tony. Nice work. I don't know if he's in the chat. If you're yeah, Big Tony. No, I did an apprenticeship for a few weeks, but have been tattooing for about 1.7 years. Okay. All right. Did an apprenticeship for a little while, been tattooing for a couple years. Okay. Fair enough. So it's a couple years worth of practicing. Still really nice work, man. Daniel. Hello, I really appreciate the work you put into your YouTube channel in order to help people learn. My name's Daniel. All right, let's jump into it, Daniel. He didn't say how long you've been tattooing. All right, the imagery is pretty interesting, kind of cool, I guess. I think where this one, in my opinion, as soon as I look at it, fails is up here in this handle. This right here all needs some help. This lining is a bit wobbly. The shading is a little bit confusing. The birds, could use some help, but it's not nearly as confusing as this section here. I don't know. What do you think, Kelsey? Throw your 2 cents in. I just keep running my mouth.
I agree. I think that if the handle had a little bit more like structure and was a little bit more convincing, I think the rest of it would also follow as convincing. I think it could easily be worked on though if the line work of the handle on the side that has no shading, if that could probably be like hidden a little bit with like a little bit of shading on that side, because if it is a round thing, it would have a little bit on both sides.
Yeah, right. No, that makes sense. So you're saying he could probably, or he or she, I didn't know, Daniel, could go and maybe smooth this line out and then come back with maybe like some deep black and kind of whip that out just a little bit to.
Yeah, and I think same for like the top rounder spot. I think what really throws me off is that flat area on like the round top. Yeah.
Yeah. I think if this was rounded, like the whole thing was rounded here a little bit more and some deeper shading put here to really cut that around. Yeah, I agree with you. Same down here in the handle. Sometimes if you're willing to commit, you could just go back in with a bolder outline if you're okay with that style and just go over the whole 9 yards. But let's jump to the next one. All right, this is a simple black and white tattoo. Nothing wrong with doing these, especially when you're learning, because there's no shading. If you screw something up, you can always go back and sculpt the line. It's all right. It's all right. If you have anything to say, Kelsey, just jump in. I'm just get used to talking. All right, we got this one again. We get more of the bird's head. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this style here. I don't know if this is supposed to be stylized, but this chin and nose and eyes look kind of wild. But again, I don't know. I've seen some.
It seems like it could have been for sure a stylistic choice, but it at first glance it is a little bit alarming. Yeah. But it most likely with something that drastic was a stylistic choice, but it just doesn't read for me. But that's just my.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't know, and with these leaves right here, definitely a great spot to have skin breaks because we have black behind here, we have dark, in the flower. If we had some skin breaks here in these leaves,
similarly to where there are some breaks in the hair, where you get those highlights, that really stands out. I feel like if that was translated into the leaves a bit, it would help overall with the balance of the piece because it's a lot of the same shade of gray. There's not too much of like a gradient or value scale there, so I think that it reads just like a little bit flat.
Absolutely, I agree. And in the chat, my name's whatever, they said slightly looks like private parts. I'm assuming you're talking about this one here, and I agree, and I like the way you modestly said that. So I
looks slightly like
private parts. Yes, it did a little bit. Thank you for your. I don't know how. Here it is again.
They're really proud of this one, and I'm proud of their proudness.
Yeah, and I do like it. That's the same from like here down. I mean, it's really solid. I think this is just a little bit too distracting. So if you're out there watching, just clean that top portion up. Oh, okay. All right. This is I will use like a ballsy kind of move because it's all lines. There's no real solid black anywhere except for in a few spots. And for the most part, it's not bad. We got this one little line that goes over the line. This one's a little shaky here. I mean, I guess the head might be a little bit off, but you know what? It's not bad. Yeah, okay. All right, now here it looks like we actually have some solid shading attempts, and it looks like you're getting something to happen here. So that's cool. I get the feel that this is a little bit of a curve here. I get the feel that this is an indent here. Cool imagery. Some of the lines are really spot on. Some are, not so much, but I kind of like this one, even though it's hard to read. I see things that are going well in this one. Any thoughts, Kelsey? Am I saying your name right?
Yeah, you're
Yes,
saying
I am. Okay.
no, I agree. I agree. I think that that's definitely showing like more dimension because there is more like value scale happening here. You have the like solid black parts, then you have where the skin is still, and then you have that gray shading.
Yeah, I think just maybe in this head, right? I think that's a little person's head or something. Oh yeah, this is a body and some arms. Okay, this guy right here, his head's a little bit wonky, but you can fix that up. And this is a picture. Okay, cool beans. Oh, I can pull that back up if you want to see that. Oh wait, where'd it go? Oh, okay. We got a snake thing here, and is that a pig head? I don't know. That looks like a snout to me. But who knows? I'm not sure. If you're going to tattoo this, make sure it's a little bit more readable before you go ahead and do it, because it is a little bit hard to see, in my opinion. Cool. Hey guys, if you were watching
I'm gonna jump off, but thank you for having me. I appreciate it very much.
Thanks, Kelsey. Appreciate you hanging out for a few minutes, sending your work in. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye. All right. Hey, thanks, Kelsey. Thanks for hanging out. All right. We're going to jump up here and see if anybody else wants to be on. We're going to be going for probably about another 30, 40 minutes. Try to keep these a little bit shorter to about an hour, hour and a half. So again, if you guys want to be on with me like Kelsey was, just go ahead and send me an email. And in the subject bar, just put, I want to be on camera. Want to be on something about being on camera. That lets me know you want to be on camera. We can even critique your work on camera with you here too. So yeah. So if you want to do that, just send me an email. I'll send you a link. You'll jump in real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. So we're back down here. This is Scott from Knoxville. Also, guys, if you are watching the video and you haven't given it a like, give the video a like. I'd really appreciate it. Help more people see the video. And especially for those people who sent their work in, we looked at it. They weren't here for it. They're going to be the same people that email me telling me that I never saw their work. And I may not have. Maybe I did. But hit the like button. Better chance they'll find it. There's no information here. It's just, this is Scott from Knoxville. I would like your opinion. Been tattooing for 6 months. All right. All right. We got somebody been waiting a long time for mine to come. Yeah, I bet. All right. What do we got here? Welt. I got a sneeze coming. All right. The color packing is real nice and solid. That red is packed in solid. The blue is solid. The bit of white is solid. Oh, come on, sneeze. The downside here is just there's a few bumps in the road, right? We got a bump in the road here, got a bump in the road there. I mean, it's not like you're never going to have these, but they can be a little tricky at times. It looks like right here we have the star line going out past the line there. Something happened here. Just little details, that's all. But as a whole, when you're just looking at this piece from here, not bad. But yeah, maybe just a little bit of lining issues here and there, but again, looking good, Scott. Ba-ba-ba. Let's see. I'm the guy that did the pigeon tattoo. And yeah, we were thinking to outline the dagger again with a thick liner to try to fix. I would absolutely do that, Jelly Burger. Hit it with, because it's a cool piece. I really love the bird. Excuse me. It was a nice piece. It really was. And you should be proud of yourself. But it's always cool to find the areas that you can critique. And if you have the ability to go back and critique them or fix them, then do that. Definitely give that a bold outline. I think it will change the style a little bit, but it will still be super cool. All right. The American Wanderer. All right, let's take a look at this real quick. Good morning from Frisco, East Bay, California. Yes, California. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so happy to not be there anymore. If you live there and you love it, love it. But if you don't, I get it. Good morning. Been watching your videos for quite some time now, and also in the military, Navy. Thanks for your service, my friend. I see why you are Wait, this is a different person. Never mind. It's been a month of practice. Fake skin strictly. Just want your opinion. All right, fake skin strictly. Let's take a look. All right. I love how solid black this is right here. Solid black. Where black is at, it is solid. In this flower, it's not bad. From back here, it has a lot of contrast. Maybe put this on paper a little bit more and see how it looks, and then try to translate it over. This is in some shadow area. As we can see, the black is it's I don't know. It doesn't look the great. The lining's nice and clean, so good on you there on the lining. I guess it's just the areas that are black here look a little patchy, but from a lining perspective, solid. I think it's solid. Down here, I think your shading improved a bit down here. So anyhow, looking good. I think it's the only piece you sent. It is, but hey, awesome, Alfredo. Nice stuff, man. Those lines are looking super crispy. I would just, and it looks like you can pack black pretty good in some fake skin. Maybe just work on a little bit of shading. Maybe try some lighter tones or whatnot. Practice. It's practice skin. That's exactly what you want to do. But thanks, my friend. All right. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go. Jordy. Let's jump into it, Jordy. Art. Okay, hi, I'm Jody from Belgium. After 2 months on fake skin, I made the stop. Boy, oh boy, I made the step to real skin. I hope you can tell me your opinion on my work. I will do my best. I'm just one person with one opinion, and I don't know nearly close to everything. I know. Okay, I will say these lines are overworked. They are hammered in, it looks like, from here, unless we are very much in a healing phase, which, yeah, some of this does look healed, but not sure what's going on in this photo. But these lines look like they were put in. Your machine was running real fast and your hand was a little bit too slow. That's my opinion when looking at these lines. The shading in here, again, some of this looks healed. Looks pretty cool. I like this flower down here. Black is packed all right. We got some shading going on here. So yeah, mainly the main thing I would work on is see how these lines heal out. If they heal out and they still have like this sort of raised glossy, I mean, this looks scarred in my opinion. Let me know in the chat, guys, because again, I'm one person. Let me know. Maybe you guys are like, hey, I've seen this, you know, blah, blah, blah. Is this overworked? Is this chewed up? Is this scarred skin? I think it is. As far as the design goes from here, not too bad. Definitely have work to do. All right. Nice. See, this looks good on fake skin. There's some of these long lines are quite crisp. Not bad. But then, you know, we have other spots here. So stay on fake skin. Stay there until you love what you're doing. Until lines are getting nice every time, you know. You want to be as proficient as possible there before you go to real skin. Not because real skin is so much, you know, not that fake. The transition is a son of a gun still, because fake skin is not like real skin. We get that. But it's going to help. I absolutely promise you it's going to help. I've looked at tons of emails, and all the times where I see people who have been practicing on fake skin, not just some boo-boo stuff. I mean, some good stuff, really putting everything into it, months into it. When they go to real skin, it's dramatically better. Is it as good as it is on fake skin? No, but it is dramatically better. So think about that. Kyle says, in reference to this piece right here, need to work on finding their depth and balance with their hands. It's not horrible, but it's not good either. That's it. That's kind of it. And there's no disrespect to you there, Jordy. Just trying to help you out, man. And I think that's what everybody here is going to be doing. And that's it. I think we're a little bit probably running that machine too fast and moving our hand too slow. So keep that in mind. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Kyle. Jen agrees. Scarred, yeah, Connie. All right. Well, it's good to hear from other people as well. And here, I do like some of the shading that's happening here. I would try to find a little bit areas to put more solid black in the shading. Here, this is a bit busy. We have some lines that are good, some that aren't. Just keep practicing. Stay on that. Okay, we didn't stay on fake skin, I see. Here's the thing. This piece looks sloppy. It looks sloppy. It doesn't look like somebody was confident. It doesn't look like somebody knew what they were doing. These petals down here look like a series of butts. There's a butt. There's a butt. Here's a butt crack. And I'm not trying to be a jerk. Really, really not. I just think this looks sloppy. So again, the work wasn't looking fantastic on fake skin. And sure enough, we go to real skin and the work is not fantastic at all. So slow it down. Don't be in such a rush. And don't be doing ginormous pieces. I mean, you can. Who am I to say you can't do whatever you want? Do whatever you want. Yeah, I just would be careful. What? Hey guys, not sure what happened there. Sorry about that. Again, not sure what happened. This system's weird. Hey, if you're watching and you enjoy this channel, you enjoy what we're doing, you like this series, you want this series to continue, give the video a like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when we go live so that you can jump in. Because the first people that get here and send their emails here the day we are live, those are the people I'm looking at right now. Okay, it's fair. If you're going to be here, you're going to show up. I'm going to look at your work if I can in the order it was sent. All right. So this piece here suffers from the same thing. I think it was just rushed. You weren't quite ready for this. Plus, there's a band, a full wraparound. Leaves a bit of room. The blue is patchy. Slow down. All right. Consistently stay off of skin right now. Stay off skin. If you're going to be on skin, do some small stuff, right? Do some small, clean pieces. There we go. That's a small, relatively cleanish. So stay in that regards. But Jordy, I've been calling you Jordy. Jordy, thank you for sending these in. Stay on fake skin. My opinion is stay on fake skin. Keep working at it on the fake skin. Jump to real skin for small, clean stuff. My opinion. That's all that is. Let's see. Matsua. Mags are so hard to use. Yeah, well, they just take time, man. But once you figure out how to use a mag, your life will change. Use a curved mag. It's a little bit more forgiving. Hello, I did a good amount of practice on fake skin first before I went to skin. Currently only the bishop. Oh my god. Okay, so they have the bishop one-liner. Wow. And that's so everything they're doing is lines. They've been on practice skin for a while before they went to real skin. Okay. I have translated it. Yeah, curve mags all day for sure, man. All right. Now you're using the Juan liner with one hell of a throw and what have you. Again, as you can see, if you truly were on fake skin for a while, you can probably testify to the fact that it did not translate the greatest over to real skin. Again, I'm not sure which order this is in. Some lines are okay. Others, you are not stretching the skin very well, I'm guessing, because it's bouncing all over the place. From an imagery point of view, it looks cool, especially when you get back to about right here. Same thing. We have some of these long lines that were gone over a couple times potentially. Try to get a good stretch. We want to stretch this way. Here's the tattoo. I'll grab my little vape here. Here's the tattoo. You're stretching this way with this hand, this way with this hand, and out at the same time. So you can stretch with your tattooing hand as well. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's move along. Okay, we got the smoking frog. This looks like it's healing a little bit. We have some parts that are also just a little bit beat up, and that's again you got a hard stroke, a long sounds bad. You got a long stroke on that machine you're using. You need to be careful with it because it kind of looks like you're eating up the skin as well. But again, one person, one opinion. Take it all with a grain of salt. Good to see. You know what? I know I'm giving you a hard time with your lining. It's going to get there with time. You're going to get there and you're going to look back and you know what I'm saying? But at least you're lining and you're not trying to do shading. You're not trying to do color packing. You're not trying to do all these things because every one of these tattoos you show me are very easily fixable, very easily. Not that they all need fixed, but you can smooth them out very easily down the road as you improve. Okay. Of them all, I think this is probably my favorite. probably because there's more lines here to kind of distract the eye, so you can't see like 1 or 2 long lines that might not be perfect. So that's cool. All right. Yep, same thing here. Same thing here. Wait, try stretching the skin more. We have some wobbles all over in this piece. So it's a work in progress. The whole thing, oh my, good on you for practicing on fake skin. But as we can see here, before you went to real skin, you can do a million fake skins. Doesn't matter. But if the lines are still not smooth and crisp on the fake skin, don't take the time to go to the real skin, you know? So anyhow, that's my thought on that. Good to see you to put a lot of time into the fake skin, but if the fake skin ain't on point, don't go to the real skin. All right. I tell you this information with love because we're just here to help. So don't take anything I'm saying as trying to beat you up or anything. We're just trying to help you out. Okay, again, if anybody, we're going to be on for probably about another 30, 40 minutes. So if you want to jump on, oh, Matsua, you here, man. Right on, dude. So that liner, that machine you're using is a beast. I've not used it. I line with, if I'm doing lining pieces or with round shaders, stuff like that, I will use the Bishop Juan Packer with the 4.2 stroke. I like that. So with the longer stroke you're using there, it's a bit more to get used to. Once you get used to that machine, the stretching, all of it, you're going to be on fire, man. Just continue what you're going. Maybe pull back. Try to get those lines as smooth as you can on fake skin when you have time, right? But right on, man. You're going down that road. Thanks for sending it in, though. Again, guys, if you want to jump in and be on the live stream with me, send an email to the email address scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Put in the subject, I want to be on camera. That lets me know you want to be on camera. I'll pull you in and you can hang out here. I'll send you a link. All right, I'm going to drop this down real quick. Go check my emails up at the top. Put me on camera. I got one right here. Put me on camera. All right, Chris, I'm going to send you an email right now. Let's see here. Reply. All right, Chris, an email has been sent to you. And yeah, we'll jump into it. Let me see if anybody else wanted to be on camera real quick here. Thanks for your patience. If you guys are out there waiting on me. All right. Boom. Take a look at the chat real quick, see if anybody's got anything crazy going on. I'm going to go back on fake skin. Yeah, man, just jump over there. It's not like your stuff on real skin is horrific or anything. Don't take it the wrong way. But definitely continue to practice. Listen to what Kyle's telling you right there. I just read the first sentence of what he was saying. It's good advice. Okay, so somebody's asking here. I'll pull this up real quick. I know. Sorry, guys. We're going to get right back to it. They said, hey, if the skin fake, how do you practice stretching to get straight lines? I think, who was it right here? I think Kyle went on to explain a bit there. Again, I haven't read the full message, but there are ways, and the skin will bounce. If you put enough paper towels underneath the fake skin to get it a nice, soft, cushiony feel like skin would be, then you're going to have to push some pressure on it at least to keep it from bouncing. So try putting some more soft material underneath the fake skin. It'll help give you a little bit more of a realistic feel. Also, there's other stuff you can do as well. But anyhow, for now, let me drop that down. Bam. Yes, and then somebody else said you might not be able to stretch the skin, but you can practice your hand placement. That is very true as well. You can put your hands on the fake skin to keep it from bouncing around. I mean, there's different things you can do. So anyhow, that is that. All right, so we have somebody here with us. What is going on? This is Chris. Chris, what is on, man?
What's up, Dave? How's it going?
Good, man. Thanks for jumping in. We'll jump up here and take a look at your work real quick.
Okay.
And then we will. What's that, man?
I sent in a couple emails. Don't know if you got them all. But
okay, let's see here.
Because it's the one I sent in before that.
Before this one. Okay. I did see you had something else that was from yourself. Let's see. Chris, here we go. Chris Hendrick. Okay,
so
here we go.
Specifically, I did it a couple weeks ago. And whenever I finished with it, I liked it. She liked it. We were all good. This is one of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
everything seemed to turn out right, but then whenever she went home a couple weeks in, some of the ink fell out. So I was trying to see if you had any pointers for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at it. All right. So this is after it healed, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to take a quick look at this real quick, and then we'll jump over to the finished piece when you were done that day.
So for a lot of the small lines I used like a 5-round liner.
Mm-hmm.
And for the little bit of shading, I just moved up to like a 7-round shader. And so I really didn't use a whole lot of different needles.
Gotcha. Now, I mean, here's the reason why it falls out. It's really simple. It just didn't go in. It didn't go in where it was supposed to go in. So here's the thing. It looks like it here, right?
Yeah.
But you had to go over these lines a few times, I'm guessing, some of them.
Yeah.
Like this one right here, I can tell is really light. So what happens is you need to work on, and this is the whole struggle. I'll tell you what you need to work on, but it's literally the process of lining, which is your needle depth to hand movement, right? The depth, when you're coming across, some spots are right there, but as you move in your hand, the needle's coming out a little bit more, it's going back in, or you go back over that spot and you get that one spot put back in nice and smooth, and then you move on. So really all that really happened here is some spots went in a little bit better than others. And assuming she didn't pick the scabs or he didn't pick the scabs or anything like that, they took care of it fine. It's just that instead of a blowout, you had the opposite of that. You didn't go quite deep enough. And so what happened, I remember this happens to me in the beginning, and then I did the opposite, and I'm not letting this happen again. And I blew a bunch of freaking lines out because I went too deep. It's that struggle, man. It is a struggle, but there's a lot of redeeming things here. I'd rather it be light like this, have the person come back in and do it again, than have it all blown out and have to try to and scarred up. And have to figure it out. You didn't scar this person up.
She's been really good about it. Like, she's not tripping or flipping out. We're actually supposed to be doing a touch-up session in the next few days.
There you go.
Forward to it. But it's just one of those things, like, I was wanting to get some advice. Just in something I wasn't thinking about that I should be considering,
Yeah, I don't know. It appears that you were stretching the skin all right, I don't think really that's the issue. It can be an issue if you're having a hard time getting the ink in.
Yeah. Some areas are really tough. Like, I did one on my brother, it was like the upper chest area, and I didn't realize how hard that would be to stretch the skin right there, but it was pretty tough. It
is. And this skin in here, this is the inner forearm, I'm assuming.
Yep.
It is actually, it's a place people like to get tattooed first. There's a lot of things about that area we experience right off the bat. And what's funny about it is the skin is actually not as amazing to tattoo as you think, in my opinion. It's not the worst either, but up there where you put this tattoo, the skin is a little stretchy. The needles do bounce off the skin more than you'd like to. It requires a nice solid 3-way stretch the best you can, pulling, and pushing all at the same time while trying to hold the tattoo machine and follow a line. So, yeah, man, don't beat yourself up. I think this is all right. Again, rather be lighter than darker. Like, you're going to come back in. You'll touch it up, watch it heal, whatnot. Now, I did see you sent in another, but let's take a look at the finished product, though, first.
So I haven't tattooed very many feathers, as you can probably tell. So I was really kind of trying to figure out where to put the shading in on that one. And I drew them out, and it just, turned out different in my drawings, that's for sure.
I got you.
It was one of those things. It was like, okay, it has enough shading that it goes with the piece, and I can come back in and add detail to it later if I think about like something that needs to go there. But that's kind of where my mind was at. Right.
Yeah. No, I think less is more. Sometimes, if you're not sure, put less. And you did. You put it. You kind of give it that curl feel, like the sides are curling around. And if that's where you're at, that's where you're at. I would leave it at that. And like you said, I don't know. Do you have not that everybody has a freaking Apple tablet, but what I'll do sometimes, if I can, is I will take a picture of it, and then I'll go back in and I'll shade it on the computer or whatever, whatever you can do, shade it out on paper a little bit. That might help you out, obviously. But
I've been having to do like pretty old school, like all of my stencils. I have a really cheap stencil printer, but that is really cheap. So half the time it doesn't even work, and I have to go back in and read them out. And then as far as creating the design and stuff, it's literally looking at pictures on Google, trying to like redraw them and recreate them the best I can, and then like manipulating it. And I'm using a lot of Word documents and things like that. I don't even have a tablet, so I'm trying to save.
I know exactly where you're at, man. I did a lot of work for a couple years with there was no tab. I didn't understand. I remember the first time I saw somebody use a tab, I was like, oh my God, I saved all my pennies for like months. Then I didn't know how to use it, and I was pissed. But nonetheless, I was on paper with a drawing pad tracing, so I'd print something off or put it underneath the paper, draw that, and then just have millions of pieces of paper everywhere, tracing and looking at Google and the whole 9 yards. It's a struggle, but you're doing it, man. You're doing it. This is not bad. You know, I know that it's not like perfect, but you're there, man. You're experiencing. This is the process. Take your time. You know what I mean? Let this one go through. You tattooed it. Watch it heal. Have her come back in, like you said. Do it again. And in the meantime, work on maybe some fake skin or something. You know, don't be booking out or anything.
And I actually, I have about 3 or 4 people that come to me regularly and like, hey, man, I want to get this thing done or this thing done. And I've just been kind of taking whatever I can get.
Yeah.
But I've actually, after this one, I was like, you know what? I really need to slow down. I've been watching, so I'm like, I need to do smaller pieces. I'm hearing your voice in my head, you know.
Right on,
I'm
man.
like, I got it, you know. So I'm taking the steps. It's just a process.
It is a process, dude, but that's awesome to hear because that's exactly what happens. You get going, and then you realize, you know what? Like, maybe I need to slow down a little bit. And you're right on the cusp. Once you get this figured out, this first initial, not like your first initial, you'll pass that, but this, you know what I'm saying? Once you get past this next step, you hone this in a little bit. Next, you know, you start working on that shading a little bit. Then you'll be in the same boat. You'll do a few pieces that you put too much shading in. You go back and like, oh, I'm not super thrilled with it. At first you're happy, then you're not. Then you refine it, then you go back. It's just this back and forth process. And if you're willing to ride that out, if you're willing to do the back and forth, to pull yourself back, the highs and lows, the feeling fantastic, to the down to like, I hate myself because I suck, you know, this whole roller coaster. If you can ride that out and stay strong through it, man, you're going to be all right. Nice stuff, dude. Nice stuff. Do you want to take a look at your other stuff, Chris?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I know you sent one more email. After that, we'll go check out some other people's stuff. Maybe was this it? Let me see. This was, oh, here we go. See, we got some shading going on. It'll probably be
These are a couple anime pieces. This one was right after it got finished. The other one, I think, had time to heal up.
Right on.
And so after this one, I think I came back and did another session just because I missed shading in a couple spots that I wanted to re-hit and things like that. But
yeah,
essentially the bulk of the tattoo was there in this session.
Gotcha. No, that's like some of the lines are actually really pretty solid here. Actually, like this bicep line right here, this one coming around. So
this
from
one,
like from a lining perspective, it's pretty decent.
But I didn't switch it up enough. Like the variation wasn't enough. I think it was like a 7-round liner and a 3 or something like that.
Yeah, it's actually got to be pretty dramatic, which obviously you just realized with those line weights, like a dramatic jump in between them to really notice the line weights. I found that out real quick too. Like I remember trying to use like a 7-round liner and then a 9-round liner. They look identical. Like you're talking very small differences. So definitely. The shading in here, I do like. What kind of are you making your own gray washes?
Yeah. So, well, I have some that are like pre-mixed gray washes, but I go ahead and dilute them a little bit more because I feel like they go in a little dark if I don't.
Okay, right on. Yeah, it's not bad. Looks like you're following your stencil pretty good on these. Did you stencil this out to like tell you exactly where you wanted to put that shading in at?
Yeah, I did, but the stencil kind of fell out on some of the arms and stuff, so I just kind of had to do it by eyesight, you know.
Gotcha.
And
all
this
right,
one,
so
when he first told me that he wanted to do a no-face tattoo, first off, he didn't tell me what it was called. He just sent me a picture of a random blob thing, and it had like an eyeball and a mouth and a mask, and I didn't know what it was. And it wasn't even this picture. And so for the longest, I was like, all right, and I drew up my version of what he sent me, and then he was like, oh, no, it's actually based off of this character. And so I did the character, and I did that. But it was...
Yeah, when it comes to here, it looks like we're probably just going to need some more time with your shading, you know, because right off the bat, and it could be the lighting of it too, it gets kind of like one-noted, you know what I mean? Where we have what appears to be kind of like the same shade for most of it, and then you get a little dark here, a little dark here. So in my opinion, also if you threw a little bit more dark in the mouth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's further back, just like some contrast. I think if you put more contrast into it, it'll work out better for you. And then, like for me, I know Andy mentioned it. I think over here I saw him put in there. Yeah, I don't know how your gray wash is, but I have found that just adding a little bit of white to each one of my gray washes has allowed me to see the shades a little bit better, which allows me to choose the right shade a little bit easier. But everyone's different, so I mean, if you got your way of doing it, do it. Yeah, I think you're going down that road, man. And you're gonna, like I said, I was gonna tell you, you're gonna have that same thing with shading. So you're gonna do some stuff with some shading in it. You're gonna love it. Then you're gonna go back after a little bit and look at it and go, "Dang it, I need to hone in on that a little bit more." And,
yeah, I should have went darker with this one. Honestly, that character is a black blob. So the only thing, like, white, I should have made it black. But I was just worried about having literally a black blob on his arm. That
yeah.
I mean, like.
But again, you went lighter, which is smarter. If you're unsure, go lighter because you can always go back and rework stuff. And that's half the fun, is having some of these earlier pieces come back to you later and reworking them, because you just learn so much. And you have to watch pieces heal. You have to see tattoos heal to understand what's going on. Because like you said, if you'd have just taken that one photo of that last tattoo we looked at and been like, bam, there it is, never saw it again, you would never know, you know?
Yeah, I wanted to send that one in too, because I feel like we see a lot of just finished tattoos on here, but we see a lot of like just finished and then heal and process tattoos. So
absolutely, dude. That's it. I mean, I have tattoos. I have like a couple of my early pieces that are even on my IG there or whatever. They're fresh. They look fantastic. But actually, some of them, they were overworked and they end up healing. A couple of them, they're scarred a little bit. It's not horrible or anything. I mean, they're on like people I know, because obviously when your first few tattoos are on like peers and friends and stuff. But yeah, totally, dude. And you won't know from a fresh photo. You really can't tell unless it's really jacked. You just won't even freaking know. So anyhow. Well, you want to stick around for a little bit, Chris, and check out some pieces?
Wow.
What's that?
I'll stick around for a little while.
Okay, all right, yeah. Let's jump back down here. We are. Dang, so many people send work in. It's rough because I want to get to everybody.
I feel like I'm a lot better at pointing out stuff in other people's works than I am at actually doing it in mine. So if I do say something, it's just more so just like tips and tricks maybe that might help. It doesn't even necessarily mean I'm right or wrong or whatever. It's just
we're in the same boat. Trust me. At first I hated doing this because I'm telling people, oh, you're zoom in on a line. Oh, that line could be. And then, dude, you can zoom in every one of mine. You're gonna see a shaky line. You know, every fifth line's gonna have a wobble in it. It is what it is, you know.
And that's one of the biggest problems I'm having. I'm like, who am I? Like, don't nobody care about what I got to say? But it's just,
you know what?
And if people like it, they like it.
That's it, man. That's it. That's what I tell people. Don't take anything I'm saying to heart. I'm one person with one opinion. And you can go and tear my tattoos up. You can find fantastic parts of my tattoos, just like I can find fantastic parts in everybody else's, you know? So the worst thing I think you could do is just destroy somebody, you know, because anybody can do that. Somebody could come along, destroy everything I have, and then I will second guess everything I do in life, you know. But encourage them and then break them down a little bit, you know. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's take a look at some crazy color pieces. Well, this is some of my work. I'm self-taught artist. Your channel has helped me a lot. I'm going 10 months on practice skin, and I've only done one tattoo on myself as seen on the pic. Thanks for the help. All right, so one piece on himself, 10 months of practice skin. That's more dedication than even I had. So here we go. That looks cool, man. Let's see. But I will say, like, here we go, right? A little bit of lining wobbles here. You know, it depends on the work. So if the work is a bit better, you know, you try to go and find a few things that you can point out. Not to say that they're really wrong or anything, but I like the shading in here. In fact, this actually has very shades of black. It's kind of not the easiest thing to get this really rich black and then right into a lighter black that's super smooth, but I don't know. I like this piece. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. Where the black is put in well, that's for sure.
Yeah, right? Yeah, for sure. for sure. You definitely you need a certain amount of black in every tattoo. I think that hit the mark. Man, I don't have this kind of color skill in my
arsenal.
Thank you. Perfect word. But this is nice. And I hate when I see them because I'm like, all right, what'd they do? They put black in, a little bit of blue and some brown. But if I did that, it would look like a freaking hot potato. looks nice there, George. Looks good, man. I'm not really gonna have a whole lot unless something jumps out at me to say about it because so far, so good. All right, this is cool too. The only thing I can really look at is lines and saturation. And this line out here, some of these lines are a little bit thicker, and it appears because, you know, it happens. You got to go over it a few times, smooth it out, make it look great. But overall, this does look nice. Yeah. What do you think, Chris? This is a good one, huh?
Yeah, man. Stylistically, it's not something I could do, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. I think it's dope.
Definitely. Real quick, guys, if you're watching, give the video a like. Appreciate it. Appreciate support. Lets me know you guys are cool with this live stuff and that you want to see more. So yeah, give the video a like if you enjoy it. Again, man, this is cool. I like the different skin breaks here. Like the color gets light. I don't even know. At first, I didn't even know what it was. I still not really sure. This is a bird, maybe.
Yeah.
This is his legs down here. I'm not sure what this is. I can tell line work probably still needs a little bit of help, but from a color point of view, and I mean just a little bit, not beating these up.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't see the problems, but you're further along than I am. So.
No. That's what I'm saying. It's so minuscule, right?
Yeah.
Dang, I just want to be able to color like that.
Come give me a lesson real quick.
That's what I'm saying. Art. Yeah, this is cool, man. To critique it would just be almost pointless because what do I got to say? As long as this is cool too. A lot of time in this. It takes time to pack color into fake skin. It really does. So kudos on the patience. All right, that's a lot of hair. Kind of funky, but there's a bumblebee, a bee here too. All right, we're gonna whiz through these because they're just nice. I don't really have much to say at all. He said there was one on real skin on himself. I'm not seeing that here. So anyhow, George, if I don't think he's in. George, yes, you're in the comment. I've been drawing for a couple. What do you say? I've been drawing for a couple of years. Okay. Well, I've drawn for a couple of years too, man. I don't look like this. Looks good, George. Fantastic work, man. You're probably gonna notice a bit of a struggle going from fake skin to the real skin. But telling by the works you have on fake skin, once you get past that learning curve, fake skin to real skin, I think you're going to be on your way. Color backing, go dark to light. Well, okay, all right, Kyle. All right, cool, man. Let's see. We got about 17 more minutes, and then we're going to close it down. Jacob, what do we got going on here, Jacob? This is good. What the heck, people? Hi, I saw you were evaluating the work on the second skin. I've been working for a while by Pure Christmas. I got to burp again. I can't. Excuse me. I would like to know your opinion. Okay. From Poland. Jeez, man. My opinion is it looks fantastic. It's an interesting style, too. It's like super soft. Man. De Niro. Yeah. Super smooth. Well, this is like the easiest 3 photos. I think you might be muted. I couldn't hear you there, Chris. Looked like you were saying something.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I'm not even worthy of commenting on this.
Yeah, that's cool. And you know what? There's like a style to this too. Because if you look at De Niro's face, he has more detail in his face. Same with the Peaky Blinder guy. They all have more detail in their face, but it's this really nice, soft, smooth look. It's consistent across all 3. It's like a style they have, and I like that too.
I was thinking, I watch a lot of Pony Lawson videos, right? And he does critiques of miniature portraits and regular portraits. And I keep saying, we'll get a 3-round liner and put in some little detail lines. But honestly, I don't think these needed. Stylistically, I think that he did that on purpose. So it's really nothing to add.
I agree. I think that just the style of it, if it was just on one, if we just sent in one maybe, Like, okay, maybe a little detail. But again, I'm nitpicking because I think they look fantastic. But I am no Pony Larson to begin with anyhow. That man's on a different level. So he can critique that stuff. For me, I'm looking for the people that are grinding it out in the beginning. I feel I'm closer to where you're at than Pony, that's for sure. All right, so let's see. We're on to Haleen. Okay, she says nothing, so let's jump in. Okay, hard to see. It's just so close. It's almost hard to see, but the lines look really nice in my opinion. The lining is crisp. The shading is it's just from what I can tell from this photo, it kind of looks very like dark, and then that's it. There's not really a whole lot of gradation here.
Yeah. Definitely need some more tones.
Right. Yep.
But I think it's in the right spot. Like the dark spot parts are virtually where they're supposed to be. It just needs more like you say, gradation.
Yeah. And I think those darker spots are where they need to be. Maybe just tuck them in a little bit further, and then like I could see like the black being here to about halfway to where they have it, and the other half of this dark area would be like a lighter shade coming out possibly. But it's lined nice. I'm not sure with this purple. I don't know if I'd have gone with the purple around the outside, but that's just personal choice, I suppose.
That has purple in it that it goes along with.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I'm
not. Again, I think the lines look pretty good here. Different line weights, different things. I mean, sure, it's a wobble here and there, but again, that's just the way it goes. So they're shading. They're definitely shading, and I think as time goes on, maybe they'll get a little more comfortable using those lighter shades like we talked about before.
Two fangs that come down on the sides.
Yeah.
Little attention. I'm trying to make those a little more symmetrical. I know that's kind of a more fluid piece, and you don't have to have everything perfect, but whenever they're not like the same shape, it kind of just draws your eye to that one spot.
Right. Yeah. Yep. I agree. Especially this one over here for sure. Let's see. Let me check the chat over here, make sure we're not missing anything. It's crazy. The smokes need help. You might be talking about the purple there, Smoke. Is that what you're referring to? Let me just make sure we're not missing anything crazy here. Why bother sending work that needs no critique? Why bother? Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm just checking through every once in a while. I just like to make sure I'm not missing anything, serious questions or anything. Super Dave. I don't know if that's. I don't know. Super Dave. I hope you're not referring to me. I don't know. Super. How do you do long lines with no breaks? Very carefully, I guess. Honestly, I'm no Pony Larson or anybody in between, but there are moments I feel like my brain is preying on those long lines, and like 75-80% of the time they come out pretty good. Other than that, if I feel like something is happening, if I even feel like a fart is coming on, I will pull my hand right up out of there, take a second, go back the opposite way, and connect those two together. And as I get closer, I'll try to just swoop right on out. But in the design process is where you want to think about these things. If you've got a long line, in the design process, can you break that up? Is it a design where you can do a line? Some people like to do like a little dot and then another line. They're triangles. It looks cool, but it's also there for a reason. So you can fight it through till you get to that spot, pick up. So if you're designing pieces and you have the option, don't kill yourself with a long line. Find a way to do like a line, break it, maybe a dot, or a hash or something, like those tarot cards that we see people do. They'll come down, they'll have a tear in the card. I mean, anywhere you can put in a break, try to do that. That alone will save you a lot.
And I feel like placement too. Like if you're having to run a long line, it's a lot easier if you're not worried about how well the skin is going to stretch. Like if you already know that you're in a spot that you can tattoo and get it in pretty good, it's a lot easier to run that line.
Yes, agreed. Okay, so yeah, attention to detail is that what we're saying here, and then they're working on their shading on that one. Yeah, all right. Oh, hey Chris, do you have the chat? Do you have the video going in the background?
I have the video up, and then I got the chat on half the screen.
Okay, I can hear like reverb coming back. I wasn't sure if that was you or me.
Let me see if I can turn the volume down.
Yeah, it sounds better. Good. Can we
Yep.
still hear you? Okay, I can still hear you too. I don't want to make sure we didn't have. All
All
right,
right.
this one's cool. Different shading. I see like some mid grades being used here in the shading. And if it comes to these trees, personally, I would put a little bit more. Same thing we have before. We have these giant sort of all kind of the same stroke out here on these like black trees. If you put a little bit more detail in them, even though they are black and supposedly blurry and in the background, maybe just a little bit more detail in them. And your choice in mountains here, I'm not a huge fan. Again, this isn't really tattooing. It's just from like a choice in mountains perspective. We have this mountain coming up here and then this one. It's almost like ears sticking up back there. So to me, you could have cleaned that up just by a little bit more work in the design aspect. And who knows, maybe this is going to continue around the arm as you go. I'm not sure. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, at first glance, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. You know, it's got good contrast and everything." But then we just started pointing stuff out, and I was like, "Oh, yep, he's right. He's right." And with that peak on the left side, it
Yeah.
kind of gets unnatural the way it's coming out. It's almost like a horn. It's too narrow at the base of it.
Right. That to be that how you'd think it would be a little bit more based out. And it's probably the way this lays on there. Obviously looks like it's leaning over, but again, that's probably if they turn their arm, it might look regular again. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Actually, I think that's it. Okay, cool. Hey,
I do think it was skin breaking between those trees and the shading off the mountains, though. I think it gave it a nice, breathable feel that it was necessary with how dark the trees are.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yep. I like that. So that's the thing. Sometimes a lot of the mistakes even myself make is from the design perspective. Sometimes trying to make things too difficult on ourselves. We don't realize it at the time. You got to do a few, and then you realize, like, shoot, I could have made this a lot easier had I not gave myself a mile-long line. Yeah. All right. So again, let's see. Hello, my name is this Michael or Michael? That Michael?
Michael.
Okay. I'm always afraid it's like Michelle or something. They look very similar to me.
Michelle is E-L-E.
Oh, thank you, sir. I watch all your video. I like what you're doing. All right. Thank you. I apologize for my lack there of reading skills. This is a cover-up. And it's cool. I really do like it from a design perspective, like just from a tattooed perspective. I see that there's a mask, there's some clouds, there's like this whole thing going on. But I think it fails as a cover-up, in my opinion, because there's some spots like right here, right in the yellow, right in the red. If you were going to do this here, you need to have more detail. Wherever there's like a massive area that needs covered up, if you're not just covering it with straight black, we need a lot more detail. Maybe small things up there, bits of black, whatever you can do to break it up, disguise it, make it harder to distinguish what's there, because it's really hard to cover something up. But if you put enough detail in the cover up, you know, your eye will be drawn away from it, or it's not going to notice what's back there. Hopefully that makes sense. But no, I think it's pretty cool. I don't really have anything. I can't really see lines. I'm not going to say like lines, but the color packing is solid. The choice in colors is pretty cool, minus the fact that it doesn't quite work 100% as a cover up. All right, that's all I got to say. What do you got, Chris? Anything we want
to? All in all, I mean, at first I thought it was, it's a little dark, a little busy, but you said it's a cover-up. Makes complete sense.
Right.
I don't know exactly what's going on around the wrist area as far as the design goes.
Yeah.
So, but that could just be me misunderstanding it.
Same. That's what I chalk some stuff up to as well. Is I might miss stuff. I've reviewed tattoos in the past and didn't realize like every other word was misspelled, and I said, "Wow, that looks really nice. You know, it's nice and clean." I'm not really reading it. I'm just looking at it.
Yeah.
So next up, go ahead.
Too, you can look at it for days, and you'll keep finding stuff that you didn't see before. So I think that's the best quality of that tattoo.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, I would be proud if I did. I would be happy with this tattoo if I did it. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm supposed
like, it's cool. You know. So it's always tricky trying to tell people what you think because, oh wait, we already saw this, Patrick. About to on my brother. Yep, we saw that. Really nice, Patrick. You did a good job on that. Samantha, we got about 10 more minutes, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. If you enjoyed the video, if you're here, give the video a like. Definitely goes a long way, and I appreciate it. as we go through, I just want to thank everybody who's been in the chat, who's been hanging out. If you guys want to go check my workout, you can. Actually, I don't know how to do that. I thought I knew how to do that. You can go here. This is where I'm at. You can follow me on. It's like, oh crap, my face is really big now. Dave,
like been like zooming in to look at the pictures, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm too close.
Yeah, you're on your phone, huh?
Yeah.
It's tough. I did a practice run on my phone to see what it looked like, and it was like right up on that sucker. But anyhow, guys, if you want to follow me, I'm not leaving. We got about 10 more minutes. You can go follow me at daveinks.88 on Instagram, Death Punch Inc. on Facebook. I was not smart. I did not make everything one name, easy to find. It's very confusing. I know. I don't know how to change everything. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. So anyhow, appreciate it. Let's jump back over here. I've been an apprentice since January and started taking my own clients in May. You've been an apprentice? Okay, all right. Since January, February, March, April, May. All right. Here's a few of my favorites from the month. Thank you. So you're an apprentice. You're currently in an apprenticeship. You have a mentor. You've been out there since January, February, March, April, May. So 5 months later, you're taking on clients. Okay. See what we got. Not bad. Little eyeball. This is the size tattoo. Your mentor's making sure I haven't looked at all your pieces yet, but it looks like your mentor's making sure you're working on smaller pieces. It's not super crazy. Circles are hard. This is decent. Yeah. Decent little piece. I ain't got nothing negative to say about it. All right. This is a little bit bigger, but still simplistic in design, which is good. The lines look all right. You probably look back on this later on. You'll see little things, but I wouldn't even worry about it right now. Shading looks cool. I think it's a decent little piece, Chris. You think?
Yeah, honestly, I think it's good. It has a good balance of like the little bit of shading, but then you got a lot of skin.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Right. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. It's breathable. It's simple. Yeah, for sure. Let me go ahead and go back to the chat so I have that pulled up. Okay. Little bats. Again, we're working on small pieces, simple lines, packing black. See, this person's in an apprenticeship, and you see what kind of work they're doing after 5 months. 5 months, right? So let that sink in. If you're out there and you're thinking, gosh, I've been doing this. Why don't I have any masterpieces in my portfolio? Because it's take your time. All right, here we go. We got something different. We got some thicker lines, a few of these gems, a little bit of shading. Sure, shading could use a little bit of help, but the lines are relatively clean. You're working with a bigger liner, maybe a round shader. There's little stuff here, but I'm not going to nitpick because you're 5 months in, It's good to see that you're in an apprenticeship. It's good stuff. Hey, guys, and if you're still here, remember on Sunday is me and Andy will be going live, taking your work. That's, again, this Sunday, me and Andy. During the week, we like to bring random people on, subscribers on, anybody on like Chris and hang out and take a look at work. And then on Sunday, for the foreseeable future, be myself and Andy B, on taking a look at your guys' work. That's this Sunday evening, around 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, moving on. How we doing, Chris? This one all right?
Yeah, we're doing good. I think they might have been able to put a little bit of shading in the 2 gems on the very bottom, because I think the shadows that are there are based off of that one crystal that doesn't seem to have any. And
right.
So based off of that, it makes sense that there would be some on the smaller ones too.
True.
But
right.
That's nitpicking.
No, I get what you're saying, though. 100%. And it is hard to see how small this is. I'm guessing it couldn't be too big. Is this? Oh, this is on the foot. This is on the ankle, huh?
Yeah, that can't be more than 2 inches, 3 inches.
Yeah, that's not very big. But again, take note, guys. Take note. If you're out there, you know what I mean? That's where you want to be at. Again, a nice little small B. Nothing crazy.
That bigger tattoos are easier to do. I think I'm in that category to some extent. Once you get the actual putting the colors and the shadings in, once you get that stuff to go in well, then yeah, it's easier than having to put in small details.
Yeah, a smaller tattoos, you can see everything in them. Small, simple tattoos, you can see everything. And that can be daunting. I tell people a lot. They're like, I just want, in the beginning, they're like, I just want a small heart, right? I'm thinking, oh my gosh, come on. I would rather sleeve you than give you a small heart, because I got one shot, one kill, one opportunity. It's like an Eminem song or something. It's everything. You're like, you're sweating, you're dying. And they just think this is like the easiest little tattoo. In the beginning, that's everything. So again, if you're doing small, clean tattoos, you'll just slowly progress from there. And this is good. They look good. I think, Samantha, nice job. Continue to listen to your mentor. They're clearly taking you down the right road, I think. You're doing small tattoos, solid stuff. All right, we're going to do two more. If you're here and you're watching, guys, go ahead and give the video a like. Really appreciate it. It helps the channel out. Enough of that. Let's check out Torrance. And hey, Chris, thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for being here. It's always great to have another person on.
Oh, yes, no problem.
Got a tough critique on my lines. The work was newest to old work. Okay, well, there's only one piece here, so we'll see what we got. Hey, this looks pretty nice. I mean, okay. Always, as soon as I look at a piece from here, I'm like, oh, yeah. And 90% of it looks really, really quite nice. The few flaws that I see, and it's only because they stand out. Is this line right here? Let me try as far as I can zoom in. But this line right here, it's got that little bit of a shake on it, got a little bit of a win over it, try to smooth it out. Didn't quite work out perfect. But overall, though, I bet this person's probably fine with this tattoo, because just looking at it from a regular point of view, it looks good. It's simply lined. It has black. The contrast is decent. There's some lining issues, yeah, but I'm not going to beat you up about it, because as a whole, it looks all right. What do you think, Chris?
I think you can tell what it is, and you can tell what it is from across the room. So they accomplished the mission with that. Like you said, there are some little things, like with the negative space in the middle of the knife. You can see the inconsistencies with that, a little wobble here and there. But, I mean, that's not anything that I wouldn't do. You know what I mean? So I can't really speak on that. But I think it looks
sure. Cool, man. Well, Torrance.
Cool, man.
Yeah. What's that?
I just copied you.
Oh.
Cool, man.
Yeah, Lord knows. I could probably. All right, here we go. Last one, therapeutic ink. Boom. Guys in the chat here, if you guys probably know each other by now, but if you guys want to share any of your information with each other, where you can find each other, Instagrams and all that, so you guys can chat offline, get to know each other, help each other out in your when you're not here, go ahead and share all that stuff in the chat with each other if you want. But anyhow, let's jump into this. Here are a few pieces I did this weekend. The bird needs a second session. All right, we'll start with, we're going to start over here on the right side. Yeah, okay. Got the powder puff girl going on. It looks okay. The green is a little bit patchy here and there, but green is a tricky one. Green kind of is almost like a yellow sometimes, where it doesn't always go in exactly the way you want it. You might go over it a few times thinking that it's not getting packed in there. It is, and what you end up doing sometimes is you end up overworking the skin, or you get patchy areas because you went over some areas more than you went over others. But this should heal out all right. You'll know when it heals. The black looks relatively saturated and smooth. There are darker areas in your black, but you'll see how that looks when it heals. The lines look pretty decent, solid here. So nice little piece. You'll see how this white heals out. It's hard to say. Sometimes I want to say like, oh, that white might not be there. This might do that. You just don't know. But the best thing, like we were talking with Chris about, is you learn so much by watching tattoos heal, by seeing how they heal out. So hopefully you get the opportunity to see how these heal. Let me go back to that, Chris, to make sure do you have anything you want to say on this one, Chris?
No, all in all, I think it's a good tattoo. It goes back to that idea, like, it's simple, and simple isn't easy when it comes to tattoos. So I think they did a good job. It's recognizable. There's not any, like, obvious, like, hey, you messed that up. So keep doing it.
100% agree. Plus these curves around these eyes, that's again, that's not always easy, and sure, we can zoom in. Look how far we're zoomed in. We're zoomed in so far. Oh my gosh, there's a little while, looks good. It looks good. This is cool too, actually. I kind of like this. The shading is cool. And when this heals, this is going to be like a nice soft gray. It's really going to look pretty stinking decent. Black, you got enough black, I think, in here to really base it. You know, you got lines going around these cards that you can't hide, really, and they don't need hid. I think it looks all right. Nice job.
Yeah, I think it looks good. Looks like the lines connect top and bottom. That's what I'm looking for with stuff like this. Make sure the lines connect top and bottom.
Yeah.
And beyond that, I mean, they're all in there. Everything looks good.
Heck yeah. I agree. Okay.
Oh, it's all in. I didn't even realize the tattoo said all in.
What I didn't see, that's again, I don't even read them. I'm just looking at it for like shades and lines, and you're right, all in. Well, yeah, you know, you got 4 aces. This is the one he said he might have to do a second pass on the bird. And yeah, I can see that these colors got a little murky, a little muddied up, light blues, and probably mixed in with some grays and stuff. Yeah, that happens. It happens. But everything else on this is pretty nice. You know, the cherry blossoms look good, little branch with the browns. I think Therapeutic Ink, you're doing nice work, man. Keep at it, or girl, whoever you are. Yeah, thanks for sending that in. All right. Well, with that said, my friends, I appreciate everybody coming out. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Give the video a like on your way out if you would. Appreciate it. As always, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you get notified when we go live. Again, because I'll be taking the live emails. Now, it fills up real quick. I probably have another 50 emails right here or so that we just couldn't even get to from today, from just in the last hour and a half. So turn your notifications on so you know when we go live. We're going to try to go live at least a couple times a week, along with a video every Tuesday. If I got time, we're going to be doing it. I'm going to try to also be doing some live tattooing. It's going to be a little tricky because it's weird where you got to put the camera like right here and tattoo around a camera, around a phone. So I'm trying to get used to that, but we will do my best. So stay tuned for that. Chris, again, man, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you being here, guys. Thank you all for hanging out. We'll see you on Sunday around 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Till next time, guys. Peace.